Why is it that important commodities always play second fiddle to currencies when it comes to analytics and news? This morning, the euro has started to move against the dollar, and there's a big noise all over the news about how the euro is at its second highest point since January this year, and actually at its third highest point since 2018. Yes, okay, it's big news. The dollar depreciated and the euro stayed roughly the same, creating this particular slight bit of volatility. However, the real thing to pay attention to this morning is oil, which has been very volatile for the last year, ever since we've seen the negative equity in March 2020. Now, Goldman Sachs, no relation of course, unfortunately, has predicted that it's going to be up to $80 a barrel sometime this year, despite the fact that Iran, which has been subject to global sanctions by governments for various things, including wars and human rights abuses and so forth. But everything seems to be forgotten when it comes to wanting to buy a very, very well restricted commodity. It's also quite interesting to know that if it becomes more of a free market and the sanctions do get lifted by the United States, then there will be more freely available oil. So why is it predicted that it's going up to $80 per barrel all of a sudden? Another factor to bear in mind is that the United States, the exact country that is actually predicting this particular rise, is one of the most proponent countries in terms of electric vehicle use and sustainable energy. If you look at the stock markets, they are awash with ESG, basically green asset classes, and all of the banks and exchanges and so forth are looking to review all of their tradable instruments to make them very much in congruence with the green agenda. So, bearing in mind those two important factors, it does seem very, very unusual that there's a prediction that $80 per barrel will be reached at some point this year. That is very, very high indeed. Let's see if it actually happens.